Okay, to start with my stencil, I printed out what I'm going to stencil onto just a regular piece of paper off the printer, and I'm going to at least cut it down a bit smaller. Next, I cut a piece of contact paper, clear contact paper that is the same width, size of my project, the shape that I'm trying to cut, with a little bit extra. Now that I've cut out the contact paper and I decided to cut the corners since my shape is a circle, I am going to take it and will tape down the design onto the contact paper. A little bit over so that it's even. At least the shape is centered on the contact paper. Next, I have this old cutting board that I use for cutting with an X-Acto knife or a sharp blade thing. So how I'm going to do this is onto a black piece of fabric. I would put this so I'm only cutting out the white sections so that I will paint white onto the black fabric, and the shape here where it is black will still be black onto the fabric, but we'll be filling in the white areas. Okay, I now have this scrap piece of fabric here, and to use the stencil, I have to find an area of the stencil where I can just peel off the stickiness. How the sticky backing is onto this. Right. And now I take my stencil and stick it onto the fabric. Now, since I didn't really attach the printout to the contact paper, there will be a little bit of tough getting this like straightened out, the part that you, because the stickiness is attached, if you can see that there, just the cutout piece on top isn't. And now thinking, if it's really getting in the way much, as long as the sticker part is on there, I'm just gonna rip this off. But I'm going to leave at least the edging along here because that, I don't know, I feel that that's still necessary even though the paper part everywhere else I'm ripping off. So press that down more. Put this sideways just so I can make sure it is all pressed down and stuck to the fabric. Now I take some acrylic paint, even though it's not white, it's vanilla, but it's what I have, and took a piece of sponge that I just cut into a small square there. I'm going to just pour out some of the paint after shaking it. Take my sponge and just dab it into the paint, and now just dab this onto the fabric. Since it's a little splotchy, I'm actually going to wait for this to dry and then do another layer, because I'm going to try to get it even across there instead of have like the pattern of the sponge. So we'll wait on that to try again later. Try to put a little bit more to at least cover up any like bits of the black that aren't covered enough from what I've got here already. Now that I've put a second coat on, let it dry for a while, we'll peel off the stencil. Oops. And there we go. Oh, it's upside down, but still. And now I can cut this out, and I think I'll probably zigzag stitch around the outside and make it kind of like a patch. And that's how you make a stencil. Thanks for watching.